Hello guys, you're welcome back. This is the Complete Trader guys. How you doing? Welcome back to the channel guys. So today video guys, I'm going to share with you something that's new. I was thinking within myself, how many people out there are really ready to spend 1 year mastering a trading course? And that is intensive training rather. You know, how many people are really out there that are ready for it? No, most people out there are just looking for something quick, and not because they're lazy really, but because of time. I understand that. A lot of people don't have the time to, you know, to stay with one thing and stay for like 6 months, 1 year, and testing something over and over again. And so most people don't have the time, and there are a lot of people who are out there who don't have the patience as well. So maybe there's something I have to put out there. Most of the people who have been coming to me, most of them are very reliant on indicators, and not just because they love indicators, but because they find it easier to to work with indicators than price actions, because it takes a lot to do with price, when working with price actions. And so I started thinking within myself, what can I do to actually make things easier for people? And this is what I came up with guys, and it's been very powerful. I've been back testing it myself, guys. I've been looking into it, and I've been seeing the amazing stuff. I've been back testing it, and I have also forward tested. So I've taken trade based on it, and this is powerful. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that it takes you away from a choppy market and put you right inside the trend. Okay, so it's easier to make money, guys, when you are trading the trend. Okay, so there are mainly um I would say three market phases. So we have accumulation, okay, and there are times when you're going to be having manipulation, and there are lots of times, guys, you're going to have the market very choppy. Okay, so when you have sideways movement of price, and if you are not really good in price action, if you have not really trained yourself, guys, if you only trade price action during these times and you're not really good at it, it's going to be a very frustrating journey for you. Okay, and I believe this is one of the things that most people are running away from. This right here is measuring where value is flowing into. It's measuring actually these eight currencies that you're seeing right here. Now, when you pair them together, you have the crosses and you have the majors. At the end of the day, you're gonna have a basket of 27 currency pairs that you can pick out from and trade for. Maybe you're a day trader, you're a scalper, you're a swing trader, you're a position trader, whatever you are, guys. It doesn't matter. It's just a matter of switching time frames and then working with that. It's a simple strategy that can be mastered within a day, and maybe you'd back test it a second day. I'm just assuming you're a newbie, but if you've been working with those indicators, my goodness, this is something that you can actually master within a couple of hours. Now you have this right here actually measures where value is flowing into and where value is flowing out of. And I'll give you just a few examples right here, and I'll show you also the trade that I took earlier on, guys. So you see, the best way for you to make money, guys, in the currencies market is to actually, because when you're trading the currencies, guys, what you're doing is that you're buying one currency and you're selling the other at the same time. So when you have something like the euro, USD, you have euro, and you have USD, right? So if you decide to go long here, that means you decide to click buy. What that means, guys, is that you are buying the euro, which is the base currency, and then you are selling the dollar. Okay, so you are buying the euro, you are selling the dollar. So what happens with most people is that when they take trade like this, you see some people just wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to trade euro USD today, I'm going to trade GBP JPY, I'm just going to trade something today. And the moment they take those trade, guys, you see that the trade will just go sideways for the rest of the day. Now, if you've been experienced, guys, you know what I'm saying, and that can be very frustrating, guys. And the best way to actually trade is to find what is gaining value and what is losing value at that same time, and then you pair them together. That is when you're going to have the easiest trade, guys. That is where you're going to have the best trend. Do you understand that, guys? So if euro is gaining value, for instance, if euro is gaining value and US dollar is losing value at that same time, guys, when you pair the two of them together, you have the situation where the two currencies are diverging. That is where you make the money. You don't have um, days, all the days of the week to take your trade and to sit and watch that. You see, you need to get into the markets that are moving at that point in time. And this right here is how you do it. So you have to monitor. This is what the City Value Board does for you guys. And that's why I said it's not just an ordinary strategy or an ordinary indicator, guys. It tells you where the trend is in real time. So how does it do that? When you look at this, guys, we have a zero baseline right there. So let me take that off. So we have zero baseline here. So all these lines you're seeing here that looks like spaghetti, guys. So you see all of this. I know some of you will be like, what is all of this, guys? See these lines, each line here represent one currency. So we have 8 currencies in total. So when you count those lines, they are 8. So you see the color of the USD is lime green. So you look at that. This is the USD right there. So if I place my cursor right there, guys, you see that it brings out the USD. Can you see that? So you see the window. So if this is the Japanese yen, guys, can you see that? The JPY. All right. So the JPY is this magenta. The euro is this red, and then this New Zealand dollar is the yellow. All right. So that's just how it is, guys. So when I have, it's a very simple strategy. This is why I say it's a simple strategy, guys. Just watch this. When I have a currency above the zero baseline and pointing upwards, that is strength, gaining strength. That currency is gaining strength. If that same time I have another currency pointing downwards, like the dollar is now pointing downwards here and losing strength, pointing downwards, and sorry, and below the zero baseline, that is strength, losing strength. That currency is undergoing so much supply. Okay, so we also have the Japanese yen right here. You can see that losing strength. The New Zealand dollar here is gaining strength, pointing to the sky. All right, so this is going northward while this is going southward. So when you have two currencies like that, one going northward, one going southward, guys, that is both of them are diverging from themselves. You just have to pair the two of them together. Then your job is easy, guys. What you have to do, buy what is gaining strength and sell what is losing value at that same time. That is where you make money. So let me give you this example, guys. I don't want this to be super long. I'll show you my trade here. You can see that that's it right there. I'll zoom into that right now. So I've shown you guys the best case scenario for you to make money is when two currencies are diverging from each other. Your job is easiest at that point in time. You see, when you're trading in this trend phase, guys, when you're trading in that trend phase, what you see, let me give you this. It is easy for you to get your entries. You know, I'm an advocate. Or I'm somebody that always talks about sniper entries, you know, and all of this stuff. But when you are in the trend, in a real trend, guys, almost any kind of entry is perfect for it. Trend lines, they work like magic. Moving average crossover, wonderful. Breakouts, wonderful. Why? Because the trend is defined, the trend is in play. Okay, one of the this is the phase where people lose money is actually the choppy phase where you have accumulation, manipulation, and all of that. So that's where most people lose money. Okay, that's where people lose money most. Okay, but if you really want to make money, guys, the trend phase is where you make money. And how do you know the trend phase, guys? How do you know that the market is not just playing you, just making a little bit of run and then it's going back into the accumulation phase, so sideways movement and stuff like that. Uh, that is why you need to be able to monitor strength and weakness in real time. So once you find what is gaining strength, what is losing strength, you it is easy, guys. You just go to that chart and there you have it, the trend. Okay, so by simply looking at the value board, guys, this CTI value board, I can tell where the trend is in the market real time. So all I have to look is uh, which currency is below the baseline and pointing to the downside, like we have it here, guys. We have it here. So okay, let me show you this. At this point in time here, You also have a situation where the Japanese yen came down here and crossed the zero baseline. That is losing strength. The Japanese yen is losing strength. So once you find out what is losing strength, guys, what is now gaining strength at this moment? We also have this guy here, the Canadian dollar, guys. The Canadian dollar at this point is gaining strength. Now, when you go over to the Canadian dollar at this point in time, when you discover this, you will find out that that is exactly what it is. The market is in a trend phase. So at that given point in time, guys, you want to buy the Cardi and sell the Japanese yen. The market is not just going to turn immediately, guys. When the market is in a tough trend, it's in a strong trend, guys. Watch what happens. If the market is in a big trend, before it reverses, guys, it will give you plenty of time to get out of that trade. That is very true because if the market runs very sharply, most of the times you will have that sideways movement, okay, before it now begins to think of collapsing again. That is plenty of time for you to get out of a trade, take your profit, and move on to something else that is hot at that moment. That's what this does for you guys. Very, very powerful stuff. So I can look at this and tell where the trend is, right? I don't have to go through different charts and different stuff and begin to look for where the trend is, right? Really. This actually tells me where is the trend, okay, and then I can take advantage of that. I just go over to that chart and look for a simple entry and then I'm in. Okay, that's how powerful this stuff is. This is why I can only talk about this, guys. You all know me that I don't talk about indicators. The only reason why I can talk about indicators, guys, is this: something as powerful as this, guys. So that's my trade, guys. That was the trade that I took for testing, guys, and it was really good. It was really good. Let me open this one up. So I want you to see this, guys. Can you see that? All right. So at a point, this was what it was giving out. Can you see that? 30 pips, 30 pips, 30 pips. Really good stuff for day trading, guys. 30 pips, 30 pips, 40 pips, 40 pips, 40 pips. And then later on, this guy closed around close to 60 pips, the end of the year. Okay? But this was what it was giving when I took a snapshot of it, guys. And this was a trade that really went into profit like instantly. And I want you to see what happened here, guys. I took all of this trade. Now see this. I was buying here. Now in real time, guys, check it out. Right here, what do you see? The New Zealand dollar crossed above the baseline. That's the zero baseline. This white line there, and was pointing to the north, pointing upward, guys. At this point, same point in time, guys, we also had the euro below the baseline, and was a given point in time it was pointing a little bit downwards, which was here. And I took that trade, guys. But you see what happened? Though the euro started gaining strength, we were still below the zero baseline. This is why it is very, very powerful when you work with something like this. The euro was still below the baseline, though looking as though it was gaining a little bit of strength because the dollar was losing value. Okay, once the dollar is losing value, most of those values going to drop, go into the euro. That's stuff another day. But the euro was actually gaining strength, but based on relative performance, the New Zealand dollar was doing best. Okay, and so we still had that movement in price. We still had that point where we're making profit, even in that trade, even though the euro. So based on that, based on the fact that the New Zealand dollar was actually gaining strength faster than the euro was actually gaining strength, we still moved in profit, guys. And the other trade that I was took was the CHF. So I saw the CHF actually attempting to cross down the zero baseline, and then I also went long on that. So you see the New Zealand CHF, Euro NZD, I was selling because the euro was the base currency, while the New Zealand dollar was the quote currency. So I was selling that. So selling the euro, buying the New Zealand dollar. And the first one here, the New Zealand dollar was the base currency, and so I'm buying. Okay. This other one here, we had the GBP USD. Now this was a really, really aggressive one. So, but overall, we came out very profitable as well. Um, in this one, we had the I think let me pull this over a little bit, guys. Okay. So right there we had a situation where the GBP was actually moving sideways, and at the point it was moving as though it was getting closer to the zero baseline. And so it's aggressive because we've not yet crossed down the zero baseline, but it was showing that sign of weakness. And I was having the New Zealand dollar really, really strong, guys. And so what did I do? I sold the pound and bought the New Zealand dollar, and voila, once, just straight off, guys, it went into profit. That's the kind of stuff you need, guys, for especially when you're day trading or scalping. But even when you're swing trading, guys, this is stuff that you need. This is charts that can move 2,000 pips. I mean, sorry, it can move 200 pips, 300 pips, 400 pips in a week, guys. You just have to find where the trend is. What is gaining value? What is losing value? That's what this does for you guys. So, I gotta round this up, guys. Gotta round this up. Okay, so let me just blow this up so that you see how we went into profit like almost instantly. Let me take this away from the chart. We're done with you. So right here you can see this one, guys. Can you see that? How we went into profit like immediately. Check it out, guys. Absolutely no draw. You don't expect the pullbacks. The pullbacks are. This is why I said your entry. Anything you do, guys, with entry, you will look like a genius because um the trend is really, really strong. You don't even really get much pullbacks to work with. But the trend is very, very strong, guys. So you look like a genius with whatever you do. You can pull up a trend line and look for a breakout, and you'll be good with it. You can look for moving average crossovers, and you'll be good with that as well. Okay, it's a very, very simple stuff because the trend is that gives you the advantage. The trend is very, very strong. Ever heard of the saying the trend is your friend, guys? This is what it is. This is what it is. Putting all the advantage um in your hands, in your pocket. Now you see this one as well, guys. Just when this was a trade that was taken during an odd hour, guys. The market had slowed down, the market is not moving much, and now look at what happened. We still went into straight off profit. Why? It is simple. Strength, value is what matters, guys. Where is value flowing into? Where is value flowing out of? Once you find that, guys, pairing the two of them together gives you the winner, guys. Gives you the winner. Okay? So that's another one, guys. The GBP NZD, guys. Now, here is the last one here that I'll show you. So I've done the fall testing, I've done the back testing, I've done it, and I've seen how powerful this is and how it's going to help people. And that's the only reason why I can talk like this, guys. I know what it does. You know me, I don't use indicators, but before I can come out to speak like this, guys, trust me. And this is not your MT4, your regular MT4 indicator. This actually comes with this is a custom indicator, guys. I'm showing you how we use this. So here you go, the Euro NCD. Check that out, guys. Almost no drawdown. Check it out, and the market just continued. So at this same time all of this was happening, guys, somebody could have gone to trade the Euro USD for some time, guys. Today the Euro USD was just moving sideways. Okay, so you could have somebody could have been trading that. Now imagine that taking your money and you then invested that money in Euro USD, for instance. You invested the money, you're expecting to make money, but at the end of the day, nothing comes out of it. Whereas there is a market that is moving. Now think about that, guys. There is a market that is moving. All you could do, all you would have done is monitor what's going on here and then find that market that is moving. And it's a simple idea. What is gaining strength here? What is losing strength? So you have the 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 view of the total market. Okay. Now looking at these eight currencies, you have the view of 27 currency pairs just by looking at these guys, and that's it. You know exactly where the trend is. You know where the trend is not. This can make you all the money you ever gonna need. Trust me, guys. So it is what it is, guys. You can chat me up, guys. And if you want to ask for this, you can chat me up. It's not really much. Okay, so you can chat me up. My link will be in the description below. You can chat me up on Telegram. You can chat me up on WhatsApp. Always remember, guys, the best situation for you to make money in currencies is to have the two currency pairs. I mean, the two currencies that make up your pair. Let them be diverging. When they are diverging, guys, that is where you make the money, guys. So cheers and God bless you guys. Enjoy your week. Love you.